Spider-Man: Far From Home is the next big Marvel movie, and it's definitely hard coming off of a movie like Endgame to feel like this movie is as important as the other movies in the franchise. For the most part, this movie is a really fun time, although it does feel a bit rushed in places, and it's not quite as good as Homecoming, but there are some really good parts in here. And although there is a couple of parts that I wish they had done differently, and things are kind of a bit too predictable to a certain extent, but some of that's kind of spoilery. But let's start with the positive aspects. The crew from the first movie is back, and it's pretty funny throughout. I really like Ned in this movie and what they did with him. Spider Man's still good. It definitely feels like they took a Guardians of the Galaxy 2 approach to this movie. So if you've seen that, you kind of know what to expect to some extent, kind of not. Anyway, there's some really cool visuals and scenes that don't feel at home uh, in like a Marvel movie that are in here, and I wish they had like leaned more into that and just let the director like go different places, like just go weird or something different other than the Marvel movie formula, because we have so many Marvel movies and that are all similar-ish. Just let them just take another like different shot at it. Like obviously they got to have their, you know, broad market appeal, but at the same time, like, just do something different with it. Like, just try. I mean, I guess they were trying like with this one. That's why like I like Doctor Strange to some extent, because like there's a lot of stuff in there that's not in other Marvel movies. And then the post credit scene is good. I'll just say that. No spoilers, like spoilers, but like that post credit scene has some good stuff. However, on the negative side, the villain is the traditional like bad Marvel villain, underdeveloped and like a bit rushed. There's some cool things I didn't expect that they did with the villain. Uh, However, there's like I think they could have done something with him in like a different way that would have been cooler. But that's like my own take on it. But for the most part, like he's a bit rushed, but uh, I do like what they did with it to a certain extent. Like I'm like, oh okay, that's that's cool in its own way. Uh, Not going into spoilers. Nope, not gonna happen. But going back to some of the humor in the movie, it doesn't always quite land. Like it's not bad. Like you're not like cringing, but it's not anything to like write home about. Like this, it'd be like not anything to write home about because Spider-Man is far from home, and might write back to his aunt. Got him, but no. There's not a whole lot else that like really stands out about this movie outside of like a couple of cool scenes. So like overall, it's a good movie, but nothing you haven't seen before. It's definitely a fun time, but it isn't like pushing any new ground. I definitely recommend Spider-Man: Homecoming, or better yet, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So good, underrated over this one, but you won't regret seeing Spider-Man: Far From Home. Overall, so like I grade things on like a just a letter grade system, from like F being like the worst, like trash tier garbage, to like A being like really good. Overall, I'm giving it like a B. It's pretty solid. You'll definitely have fun watching it, but I do wish they could have, I don't know, they did, it was a bit more focused and stuff. But definitely interested to see what happens in the next Spider-Man, cuz that post-credit scene, that's some good stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching or listening, and hope to catch you next time.